Manny Pacquiao is picking his opponent this Friday, and the final three are Terrence Crawford, Timothy Bradley, and Amir Khan. And Bob Arum just went on ESPN last week, if you guys remember. He said he does not want Manny Pacquiao to fight Amir Khan, and that's for obvious reasons. He doesn't want him to fight Amir Khan because, one, he doesn't promote him, and two, he hates. Uh, uh, he does not like Al Heyman, and three, he's in a $100 million lawsuit against Al Heyman, so obviously he wouldn't want Manny Pacquiao to fight uh, Amir Khan. Now let's look at Timothy Bradley. Is Timothy Bradley deserving of this fight? Absolutely. Do I want to see this fight? Absolutely not. I'll be at this fight. The fight is scheduled to be at some casino in Vegas, and it's said that Pacquiao will make $20 million regardless of his opponent. But no way do I want to see that fight with he and Timothy Bradley again. Um, it's an intriguing fight. However, I don't want to see it. I would love to see him fight Terrence Crawford. And the reason why I would love to see him fight Terrence Crawford, just the passing of the guard, you know, and it just makes sense for HBO because you want Terrence Crawford to be in the biggest audience as possible. Well, excuse me, guys. It's like 1:30 in the morning, but you want him to be in the largest audience as possible. And Manny Pacquiao is the biggest draw on HBO right now. Definitely bigger than Canelo. Yeah, definitely bigger than Canelo. So, but tell me what you guys think. But they say this is Manny Pacquiao's last fight, right? How much would the MGM Grand pay in their new arena to bring both of these guys back out of retirement, quote unquote, out of retirement, sometime in April, October? It can be any Saturday in the fall or winter. It doesn't have to be on a Mexican holiday. They can do 2 million pay-per-views. Does that make sense? To me, that makes a whole lot of sense. Give Floyd Mayweather 100 million, give Manny Pacquiao 50 million. You got to fight. And you got guys like me going back out there to cover the fight. Although we know what's going to happen. You know, it's like watching a rerun of your favorite episode and you didn't want it to end the way you did and you're wishing it didn't end. Or I know this guy's happens to you all the time because it happens to me a lot. Um, when you TiVo a sports game, but you're not home, so you follow it on your iPhone. And then when you get home, you go to the fourth quarter and you're literally trying to change the outcome of the game. You're like, no, it can't end this way. And it ends that way. You know, that would be the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight. You're praying that it ends a different way, but it ends the same. Floyd wins 9 rounds to 3, 8 rounds to 4. But who do you guys want to see Manny Pacquiao pick? Um, Out of the three, Timothy Bradley be 3, Amir Khan 2, Terrence Crawford number 1. And Bob Arum, I read the article. It's a Dan Raphael article on ESPN.com. Bob Arum was acting like he don't know who Manny Pacquiao's picking. He's negotiating a deal right now. You don't announce the person you're fighting without having a tentative deal on the table. So they said they'll have it by Friday, which is in the next 48 hours. So barbershop conversations. Let me know who you guys think he should fight. Uh, I like the Terrence Crawford fight. Terrence Crawford fight. Manny Pacquiao still got a lot of left in the tank, but Floyd Mayweather just makes everyone look average. With the exception of the first Maidana fight, the last 10 fights Floyd Mayweather's had, he's made everyone look average. And maybe Miguel Cotto, because he had to go to Plan C for Miguel Cotto. Defensive fighter one, that didn't work. Counter punching didn't work. So he said, I'm just going to fight this guy in the pocket. And he just outquicked him, outsmarted him, and outpunched him. And so those two fights out of the last, so out of the, he's only had two fights in the last 10 fights where he had to make adjustments and just win the fight. So, barbershop conversations. Appreciate you guys' support. Who do you guys want to see Manny Pacquiao fight? I wish he can get into the Al Heyman staple. I would like to see him fight Keith Thurman. That's the fight I want to see. Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. You know, I want to see Keith Thurman fight anyone in the upper tier. I don't want the Sean Porter fight is a good fight on paper, but I don't want to see that fight for selfish reasons because who doesn't love Sean Porter? And I think I really really like Keith Thurman. I think he can be the heir apparent at the 147 division just because of his power and just his ring generalship and his ring IQ. He doesn't get enough credit for how he took that body punch in July from Collazo, right? He doesn't get enough credit. Uh, the hardest thing to do, or I say one of the hardest things to do in boxing, is to stay on your feet when you're supposed to go down. You know, uh, just to give you guys an example, remember when Timothy Bradley took an 8 count against Provodnikov? Just having that IQ, and I think Keith Thurman has that is in the ballpark. No one has a Keith Thurman I mean, no one has a Timothy Bradley IQ. So I don't even want to. He's up. Timothy Bradley's up there with Floyd Mayweather in terms of IQ. I'm not talking about talent. So, but just IQ. Timothy Bradley's up there with Floyd Mayweather, DeRoy Jones. Just knowing where you are at all times, and making the best decision. So, barbershop conversations. Who is Manny Pacquiao fighting? We will find out this Friday. And out of the three that Bob Arum said, I hope it's Terrence Crawford. So talk to you guys soon. Barbershop conversation. Probably got another video coming tonight. Appreciate you guys. Peace.